Hi guys, I am so excited for today's tutorial. Definitely something different than what we normally do. So I'm going to go into the strobe cream from MAC Cosmetics and I'm going to apply this all over my skin. I just want to make sure that it's really nice and moisturized. I do this all the time when I do Halloween makeup looks. I just want my skin to feel fresh and not like super dry. I'm going to go into the Born This Way foundation in the shade of Vanilla. Seriously, one of the best foundations, you guys. It really makes my skin look super nice and like hydrating, and it does last a long time even though I am combo. But it's a very good foundation. Like, I really enjoy the way that my skin feels in this. And I'm just using a makeup brush or foundation brush to apply it. Going into the NARS concealer, I think I'm in the shade, here I have it right here, medium 1 custard. And just pretty much applying it where I always do. There's nothing different when it comes to my base. Of course, depending on the Halloween look that we're doing. But I am so excited, you guys, because Halloween is here and I really want to play with some makeup and create looks for you guys. And just taking this Be Bella sponge. If you guys have not tried Be Bella cosmetic sponges, I really recommend you guys do so. They're super soft. They blend out my concealer really nice. And I've been using them non-stop. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to apply some more concealer from Dose of Colors. I will list the shade down below, but I just pretty much want to highlight this area a little bit more. Going into my cream bronzer from Anastasia in the shade Golden Tan, I'm going to start to just cream contour. I'm pretty much doing this Halloween look, you guys, very glam. So nothing too, scary. I definitely want this makeup look for you guys to be able to recreate at home. And you guys are going to see just how easy it really is if you have no idea what you're going to dress up for Halloween this year. Or if you're going to go out or not. And I'm pretty much just going to blend out this concealer, and as you guys can see, it really brightens up that area a little bit more. And then I'm going to go into my Laura Mercier translucent powder, except I'm not going to, it's going to look like I'm baking, but then I do go back into the sponge and just really press that powder into my skin to really, set my makeup, and that way it doesn't go anywhere. Of course, you can also bake, but in this case, I just want to push everything into my skin just to make sure that it's really locked in, especially if you're going to be going out at night. And I'm still using that same sponge that we did to apply it. And then I love the shades in SHAN contour palette, you guys. The shade Latte is seriously so pretty, and it doesn't look cakey or patchy. So I really enjoyed using this this contour palette. I will list it down below for you guys. I'm really low-key obsessed, and it's been like the only thing that I've been using lately to bronze my skin. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and carve out my cheekbones just to make sure it looks more skinny, a little more snatched. And then next, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with applying my blush. This cheek palette from Sigma, you guys, is seriously that blush that I just pointed at. It is so beautiful. I've been getting a lot of questions on my Instagram pictures of what blush I'm using, and this is it. It's so beautiful. Going into the Glow Kissed highlight palette from Sigma as well, and I'm just going to apply the highlight in my high points right there, as you guys can see, on the sides of my cheeks to really give me that glow. I normally don't wear highlight, I know, but since I'm doing a Halloween glam look, why not? And going back to that contour palette, that lighter contour shade, which is great for like really pale skin tones, I'm gonna apply this in my crease, and I'm just gonna basically just use that as my main base shadow or transition shade. And then this is different. I'm gonna dip my brush into some water and picking up the JACLYN Hill Volume 2 palette with Morphe. I'm gonna be going into that red shade called Living My Best, and pretty much, you guys, it's like we're creating some bruises. And I don't have paint with me, so that's why I'm using eyeshadow and water. So if you guys don't have that either, this is a great tip for you guys. And I'm just pretty much, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm pretty much going up, kind of like if we were creating like, that halo eye that we normally do, but I'm just taking it past my brows. And I'm just taking a, I believe it's a Morphe M433, just to buff that out a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go into that dark deep red from Morphe palette, the Volume 2 by JACLYN Hill, the shade called Crazy. And I'm taking this really small detailed Morphe brush, the E37, and I'm pretty much, you guys, just keeping it really close, as you guys can see here, just right in the center. Because we already laid down that red transition shade, so now it's time to just deepen up that area to make it look like it's been cut, and hopefully that makes sense. And of course, doing the same thing that we did on top towards the lower lash line and bringing it down my cheeks. And again, it does not have to be perfect. That's one thing that I really like about Halloween makeup, is that it doesn't have to be perfect, of course, depending on the look that you are doing, but in this case, like, it doesn't have to be super perfect. And I am dragging the eyeshadow downwards, and I did also dip my brush into some water. And this little brush is from Morphe. It's the M222 brush. And yeah, pretty much just dragging the eyeshadow downwards. And then again, same thing, going into the Morphe E37 and doing the exact same thing, dip it in some water, and then going back into that dark burgundy red shade from the JACLYN Halo palette, shade called Crazy. And yeah, pretty much drag it down and make it really, really dark and intense. And you guys can get super creative with this. You can do a half cut crease. You can do whatever your little heart desires. But I really enjoyed doing this particular look. And then I went into this Spirit Bloody Scab. I got it from the Spirit store, and it's just some chunky blood. And still using that same Morphe E37, and we're gonna place it right where we place that dark burgundy shade. And as you guys can see, it starts to give it some like how do I explain? Like, it's been cut, and this is like chunky blood, like scabby blood, so it's really good because it gives it the illusion that your skin is ripped. And so what I'm doing is I'm pretty much just dragging the blood, as you guys can see right here in this particular clip, and I'm pushing it up. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm purposely leaving like chunky blood pieces in there, so that way it kind of looks a little bit more realistic, as well as doing it towards the lower lash line. And it's really great to have a specific brush like this, you guys, because it's so tiny. It kind of reminds me of a paintbrush, and it really helps with these like specific detail places, like where you want to place certain things. And yeah. Next, I'm going to go into the Hello Lashes from IT Cosmetics, and I'm pretty much just going to apply it right in the center of my lashes. So I'm not going to take it all the way towards the inner or outer, because we are going to apply some lashes just in the center. So one thing about this, you guys, is that I wish I would have gotten like lashes that were a little bit more noticeable, but I didn't have any, so I just pretty much just picked some lashes that were super long, and I just cut them and placed them right in the center of my eye. In pictures, you really couldn't tell. I wish I would have stacked on a little bit more, but you can definitely get creative in this area. And then I should have put some on the bottom as well. I love these, you guys. These are these stipple sponges, and I'm taking this blood that I also bought from the Spirit Halloween store. It's their gel blood, and just pretty much, you know, stippling some fake blood on my fake cut. But these sponges, you guys, seriously come in clutch. Every Halloween I always stack up on these, because they are seriously like the best for like textured, and to like for in this case, you know, on this makeup look when you want to add like some blood. I also like to use these when I'm doing like faux freckles. They just really come in handy, and I really, really love these sponges. And then I'm just going to go back and apply some more of that chunky blood with that same Morphe brush, the E37, and just do like some minor touch-ups. And I'm going in, you guys, to a lip pencil, because I don't have a red eyeliner. This is from ColourPop from the 90s collection. This is in the shade called Grunge Girl. And then just going in with some foundation on my lips, I'm going to start to line my lips with the MAC Spice lip pencil. And here you guys can also get super creative. I want this look to look gore, but at the same time pretty glam. And then I'm going to go into the Time Los Angeles liquid matte lipstick in the shade Nuditude. Seriously, you guys, check out Time Los Angeles. Their liquid lipsticks are seriously so pretty. They are more on the dry side, but if you don't like super matte, you could always, you know, just apply a gloss on top. And pretty much I'm going to do what I did on the eyes on my lip, but I'm going to focus it more towards the side of my lip. You can definitely take it all the way towards the bottom lip, get more creative with it, you know, do whatever your little heart desires, but I'm just going to apply it towards the outer corner of my lip. and basically doing the exact same steps that we did with the eyes. And I'm taking this small little Morphe M50, I want to say it's the 508, and going back to that dark burgundy shade from the JACLYN Hill palette and just really outline my lip. And then going back into that scabby blood and do the exact same thing. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can apply this however you want, make it look very Gore, and apply more chunky pieces. You guys can seriously get so creative with this, and you don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing, but I really wanted to not just do the eyes, I really wanted to add some more, and I felt like, you know, the lip was definitely perfect. And when I took pictures of it, you guys, it was seriously like so cool. The only thing that I wish I had was the contacts, so I did have to edit white contacts in the pictures that you guys are gonna see on Instagram. But I'm so scared of applying contacts, but maybe I'll buy some for more Halloween looks. But here I'm taking that sponge again and just, you know, stippling some more of that fake blood. But yeah, I wish I would have gotten contacts because that seriously would have been so freaking cool. Or changed my hair or done something else with my hair. I'm going into the DANESSA Myrix, hope I'm saying that right. It's this nice glaze, which is for like your lips, your cheeks, or even for your eyes. Since we do have, you know, pretty sticky situation right now with the fake blood, I thought this was perfect to slap on and make the eye appear a little bit more on the wet side. I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun. I'm literally listening to Lights Out podcast. I'm listening to like scary stories. Maybe it's not a good idea that I'm listening to a scary story podcast while I'm doing my makeup, but it got me in the mood, it got me in character, and I enjoyed it. Sitting here just playing with some makeup. Sorry I wasn't talking to you guys. My husband's watching the Oregon Duck game, so he's being really loud. And I'm trying to do this outro super fast and intro. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys felt inspired by this, please tag me on Instagram because you know that I love to see your recreations, and everything that I did use in today's makeup look will be posted down below. And yeah, so this was super easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I love you so much. Take care. Besitos y nos vemos pronto. Bye guys.